I always got to give a disclaimer. I won't be on long. At least that's what I say. Um, I am an extremely sociable person. I love to be around people. I love to see people smile. I love people to feel great. I like to say hello. I like to get in a conversation with people that I don't know. And being around people makes me feel good. I guess you can call me extroverted because I enjoy to see you feeling good. I like it. However, which is also kind of ironic and is juxtaposed to me wanting to be around people, is that I like to be alone. I like to do what I want to do. So I'm a person, no matter how much I enjoy being around other people, I enjoy being by myself probably even more. I like to do what I want to do. I don't want people to tell me what to do. I don't want people to infringe on my privacy, and whatever you have going on doesn't beat what I got going on. And I think a lot of people don't really understand that. We have so many people that have a need to be around other people that because of this, they always want to be in somebody else's space. And then when you tell them, hey, I want you to go, um, their feelings get hurt. And I am never one to hurt somebody's feelings. However, I don't put how you feel about what you want more than I feel about how I want to do what I want to do. And that's something that just bothers me. I have never wanted to force myself on other people. And I always try to understand why people will do that. Um, and I get it sometimes. Um, you're lonely or you want companionship, but you should never feel entitled and you should never be angry because somebody doesn't want to give you attention. But I don't understand why people are like that. Me, I can tell you, um, why I don't like people in my space. I like to do what I want to do. I want to put my clothes here. I want to put my stuff there. I want to put something right here. And I don't want nobody to move it or touch it. And that just irritates me. When I can't find something and you're around, now, even if you didn't touch it, I may blame you because you're in my space. So a lot of times, I don't want people in my space because it's cool if you come over, but then I want you to go. I want you to go home. I want you to go do you. I don't feel good with you there. I may like you. I may even love to see you, but I want you to go. Poof, be gone. Go puff the magic dragon and fly away. Go do whatever it takes for you to get. I want you to go to click your heel 3 times and disappear. Take your ass back to Oz. I want you to fucking find a tunnel and go to the journey of the center of the earth. I want you to what is he hop in the balloon and land on Fantastic Island. Just get away from me, I don't know. That's, that's how I feel sometimes, and that comes and it goes. But I can get extremely irritated, and I know people probably feel the same thing around me. Charles, why don't you go? There's nothing wrong with that. That's the only thing I just don't understand. I love to see you. I love to see you, but I want you to go because I want to do me. Hey, what's up, Mr. LMP? I'm doing great. I just came on here to vent a little bit, to talk about something that just was on my mind, is the need for people to get in your space. I have never liked that. I know some people don't want to be alone, and some people's dreams is let me be around you all the time. And I want a brother, I want a sister, I want a husband, I want a wife. But sometimes I find that stuff to be unattractive. I want to miss you, and when you force yourself because you feel, hey, I need to be around you all the time, I'm like, shit, damn. Can I get a break? Can I get this person to disappear just for a while, just so I can be, damn, I want to see him. But sometimes some people are so, it's cool. Everybody has a different view of it. And that's just the way I see things. Um, Now, it could be the way that you grew up. Maybe you're lonely and you need companionship, but I never need, man, I'm good seeing some, like, I could see, if it's not about business or productivity, um, I'm good at seeing you once a week. If we're not building something or creating something or earning some money, or you cooking some food for me, sorry that if you're not doing anything for me, you're just in my space, I want you to go. Um, like I remember one time, I'm not gonna name names. I'm gonna just give generalities. I wanted to go to a movie with somebody. I just wanted to go, one person, and somebody said, "Hey, I want to go." And they hopped in the back of my car, and I was like, I don't want you to go." And they're like, "Oh, let me go." And I'm thinking, truthfully, get the fuck out of my car. I don't want you. Why are you here? Well, and they could. I told them the truth, but they, even though I'm telling them what I want, they're oblivious to what the fuck I'm telling them. Listen, I don't want you here at this time. You are not included in the fun I want to have. However, they wanted to force themselves on my fun, so they didn't care. They want to do what they want to do, and that's one thing. That's how I feel about life. Mr. LMP, I totally agree with you. People need their own space at times. Sometimes I want my own space. I don't want you in my zone. And it's not that I can't get over it because you don't want to go, and I care about your feelings. But a lot of times, I don't want you here. Just don't come. If I didn't tell you to come, don't pop up. But people will do it anyway. They don't care. Why are you here? And then if you tell them, hey, I like to see you, but I want you to go, now their feelings are hurt. And that's why I think unless I had a big ass place, I really want to live. I don't want to live with people like that because I don't get lonely like that. You don't want to do what I want to do, and I don't want you to infringe on what I'm trying to do, and I don't want your feelings to get pissed off or you get mad because you think I'm not giving you attention. How about you just stay over there and we'll be good? And then when we miss each other, we congeal together. We become like two magnets that attract. But when you're always in my presence, it can get irritating. And I just feel like that. That's just me. That's just my issue. That's just something that Charles goes through. And most people can't even relate to it. I get it. You don't go through the same suffering of being around people like I do. Maybe even laying in the bed, I could love a lady. I could love being around you laying in the bed. But sooner or later, I'm like, yo, I want to turn my TV set loud up and then I don't want to hear, well, I got to go to sleep. I'm going to be like, motherfucker, why don't you go get in your own goddamn bed? But I mean, I do get it. And maybe it's just issues. Maybe it's something I'll grow past when I get 50. But I ain't grew past it yet. And if, I'm not saying I can't share, but even in the military, even on a ship, we had a lights out time. I understood that, but nobody ever told you if I got out on my rack and want to go do something. Nobody was saying, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" Nobody was saying that to me. I could always go sit somewhere and just be with myself, and nobody asked me where I was, and I love that. That's because we were all individuals. We were together in the group, but we were individuals. If you wasn't doing duty, as long as you weren't messing with nobody else, you get your own space. I'm with that. So I just think about things like that, and I understand it. I understand. It takes a big skill set. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy to be able to interact with people. It does, and that's something I am not the best with yet. I love people. I love company. I want to be your best friend. However, I love to be alone. I just want to be in my own zone. I want to hibernate like a bear and just not see anybody for some time. But I'm happy when I do see you, especially when we have commonalities. Especially, if I want to crack a beer, you want to crack a beer. If I want to watch a movie, you want to watch a movie. We got dialogue and we interact talking about the same thing. Then I'm all for it. But what I'm saying is not interesting to you, and you don't want to watch what I want to watch, and you want to talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm interfering in what you want to do. Then I want you to go because it's not conducive. Listen. If you want to eat tacos and Cheetos, by all means, you can eat that. But don't be mad because I want to eat a sirloin steak with some broccoli, some butter. I'm just being silly, man. I don't know if I'm making good sense or not. I'm good at rambling. I'm good at being entertaining with my ramble. But it's the truth. I'm not trying to force anyone into my world at all. I would love for you to want to connect with me and enjoy what I want. But if you don't, I'm not going to be mad at you. You can go do what you want to do on your side of the planet Earth, and I will not try to force you to see it my way. Hey, if you want to go blow bubbles in the sand, I was like, you can do it. But if you want to go blow bubbles in the sand, I'm never going to get mad at you. And I'm never going to say, why are you not hanging with Charles? Not ever. I will never, ever, ever get mad at you for doing what you do. You do you. And that's just what I think. So, you know what? I always want to hear whatever somebody has to say. And I love company. Like today, I hung up with my friends. We went and I treated for some food and we drank some beers and I got to just enjoy their company and they blessed me with their presence and I blessed them with my presence. However, once our commingling was done, we all went our separate ways and it was great. Um, I think that may be, even though people would never admit it, for a lot of relationships breaking up and marriages and stuff, I think it's being around each other too much. And when one person is in the other's life so intensely that people just feel like I need a break. And I don't think people realize that. And I think that's because usually one person is thinking, I'm working really hard to connect with you. When the other person is thinking, man, I just want some time away so I can do me, make sure I'm feeling what I'm feeling. But sometimes people say, we're in this now, you can't get away. And that's called smothering. But a lot of people don't understand smothering. And a lot of people, even though you would tell them, they don't see it like that. They were like, what is this person talking about? I'm not smothering you, I give you freedom. You're getting freedom. I don't see you nothing but a little bit. But imagine before we had cell phones, when people they would really miss each other. You couldn't text them during the day. You didn't see no pictures. And they were like, oh, you didn't, they wouldn't worry about you doing it. They were just doing them, and they get together and talk after work or talk once a week. It was not an everyday thing. It was, they'd get together on a Friday and a Saturday or Sunday. But that's just me and my weird thoughts thinking the way that I think. And Mr. LMP, let me read what he says. It's funny how a lot of people want to eat but do not want to pay. But you know what? Um, I do understand it, but I will treat. If I offer to go out, I'll say it's my treat. And if I don't say it's my treat, uh, then don't expect me to pay. And I think that a lot of people, we've all been programmed to function a certain way. And if you have a idea of how life should be, some people don't function being alone well. Some people need to be around people, and they can say they like to be alone, but when they're alone, maybe they're depressed. So I understand being around people. I don't want anybody to be depressed. I don't want anybody to be sad. But I think what makes me feel great is that I know I can come on these YouTube streets and just vent a little bit. But it's more of a, not that I'm even angry. I just want to speak about it real quick. Just speak, just let it flow. I like that, like a river, like a waterfall. I just want to let my emotions flow out really, really quickly, and it doesn't have to be long. Um, that's just how I think about things. Um, Mr. LMP, you know what I'll do? If you want to come on and speak, I will drop the link for a second, but I don't really plan on being long. If you just want to cop on and say something, I'll do that real fast, and then you can hit the thing and join. But I didn't got my little bit of spit out, my little bit of why I feel the way I feel. So, I posted. You can join and talk for a little bit because it's always good to hear other people's point of view. Get on and say what you want to say, but that's just my thoughts, man. I'm not here to drown somebody in thoughts. And really, my girl's here. I'm pretty happy to see her, but I do think about things at this time. I do think about um, smothering and being alone and how much I enjoy it. Sometimes I just want to not have to talk to somebody for a day or two and just do me and not worry about why you didn't do this. You know, what you doing? It's just me, man. It's just the way that I feel. So if I didn't say hello to whoever's watching me, if one person is here, I'm great. And if no people are here, I'm great. Life is wonderful. I hope life is wonderful for you. And I just wanted to dialogue real fast about how much I love people. I love people, but I love to be alone just as much as I love people. So if you have any thoughts, feel free to shoot them. Hey, Fair Class Love, I appreciate you showing me some love. But before you go, you see my title. I love company and I love alone time. How do you feel about alone time? Do you like to be alone more than you like to have company, or do you like to have company more than you like to be alone? Me, it all depends because I'm a social person. So when I'm out and about, I love to interact with people because I love to see how people are doing, which can be seen as weird because as much as I ask people like, "Hi, what's going on? It's good to see you. How you feeling?" And I really have concern, so I usually never say how you doing unless I really care. But what about you? Since you're in here to give me some love, hopefully you'll say, "This is what you feel." Hey, what's up? I'm the other person that is here. Love you, brother. I love you too, Angel. So, how do you feel about company and being alone? Do you love company more, or do you love to be alone more? Which one do you prefer? Me, overall, it all depends. When I'm out and about, I love company, but when I'm at home in my own personal adobe, I want people to go their own way. I just want to do me. So I want to know what you think. This is what I think, really, really fast, and I'm shooting this really, really quick. Um, I would prefer. He says I like to be a. Farah says I like to be alone more, but I have a husband that loves company, so it's hard. Um, Before you got married, did you know that your husband wanted to be around you a lot? I mean, you don't have to answer. Um, but I guess that wasn't a deal breaker. You wouldn't have got married. However, just curious. After you get married, do you like, damn, this is difficult? I mean, just you don't have to say it, but I wonder, like, how much can you take? Like me, um, I don't mind sleeping in the bed with people, but I don't want to sleep in the bed with somebody every day. It gets irritating, you know. Um, well, I could do it in spurts, but it's like that's just the way I feel. And it's not about like or dislike or love or anything. It's just that sometimes I just want to just do me, and then sometimes people can get in the way. What's up, Simply Deep? I hope you're doing great. I hope everything is wonderful. And I'm gonna ask you the same that I ask anybody who's coming here. Tell me how it comes to you. Like I love people. I love to interact. I like this. I like the dialogues that I have when I come on YouTube. However, I love to be alone uh, a lot. So I wonder, do more people like to be alone, or do more people like company? So I just ask questions. She said, yes, but I love him enough to deal. But he knows when I need to be alone, he gives me my space. But do you get 48-hour space? Do you get 15-minute space? What is a lot of space? I'm assuming you guys sleep in the same bed. So do you get a separate bedroom, or you like, fuck, I just want to go sleep in the bed over here, and he's understanding without being angry? Because a lot of people they think they're empathetic, but they becomes they're subjective instead of objective, meaning they think about how they feel instead of how other people feel, or how other people feel. And I'm very I can be very subjective. However, I could be objective, and I know that my girl, she may need a hug and a kiss, and I'm bound to give her that. I give her all of that. But sometimes I just say, hey, just today, I just want to do Charles and not worry about why are you doing that. Um, and I'm not saying she's like that, but sometimes I give her a look. She's like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And maybe I'm frustrated, and I'm not really being as empathetic as I should be to understand where she's coming from, because I'm into my own feelings. I'm into Charles's feelings. I'm not thinking about you because I want to be alone. Damn it! That's why he works night shift a lot, so that's my best alone time. And I think like that too. Um, I really feel like that. Um, I want to be alone a lot, so I'm I'm gonna do another video, and it's gonna be titled something different, but it's gonna be analogous to this one. It's gonna talk about how I feel about doing me, and why I'm not something that's adjacent to this, but I'm gonna do it later. And I'm gonna leave it as a secret. I'm gonna share this with you later. Yeah, but yeah, I enjoy people, man. I enjoy just seeing people come on and chat and talk. I mean, I really want to know what people think, and I'm not like I don't have enough interaction yet. I haven't spread like wildfire. I need to get more people to come on so we can just dialogue and say, Charles, why do you think such dumb things? I'm gonna say because you know what, I've I've consumed a lot of alcohol in my life, and I've killed a lot of brain cells. Plus, I'm just dumb. I am just a dummy. So, being a dummy, I say dumb things, but sometimes it's fun to be dumb. It's fun to not know what you're going to say and just say it anyway because I'm great at it. Oh, so I just wonder for whoever's here, um, do you love company more than you love being alone, or do you love to be alone more than you love company? And I know some people that would say they love to be alone. However, I know some people, even though they say they love to be alone, want to do everything for everybody else. Oh, I got this meeting. My girlfriend's having a party. I gotta go with the family. I gotta be with to go to this job function. And so, do you really like to be alone, or is it that you care what other people think? See, that's two things that I don't care about. I don't care what you think, and I love to be alone. So if I don't want to go, even though I love you, fuck you. I'm gonna do me, and I don't care. And you can hate me if you want. My life is gonna go on. Maybe you forgive me, maybe you won't. But I enjoy doing what I want to do more than I want to do what you want me to do with you. That's just it. My happiness comes first, just like your happiness comes first. You don't. I'm not saying some people don't care more about how Charles feels, but I care more about how I feel than you do. So I'm gonna do me, and I don't care what anybody says. What you really care more about you feel? Well, if you care more about what I felt, and when I tell you what I want, it wouldn't be a fight. You wouldn't be angry. So that tells you, or that tells me, that the way you feel means more than what I feel about me. That's the truth. So anybody who joins, anybody who wants to know, anyone, do you love company more than you love being alone? Or do you love to be alone more than you love company? And that's just my thoughts. One day it's going to be so interesting because I don't have people popping in and out like a motherfucker. And I'm like quick. I'm like quick with the jokes. I can make you choke like an artichoke. I mean, can you choke like an artichoke? Can an artichoke choke? It's a plant. Can plants choke? Yes, they can. Put them in the water. But I gotta look it up. That's interesting. Can a plant choke? Plants do breathe, don't they? At least I think they do. And I'm stupid because I've never Googled it, but I will admit once I'm done with this stream, that's what I will do. I will do. Anyway, I'm about to turn on. I'm about to turn on the gun. Turn on the gun. Turn on the gun like Sylvester Stallone. You know what? I'm telling you the truth. I can look at the chat, and I can say I love company on YouTube more than I love being alone. So I have much more
And
fun.
I love being your company as well there, Brother Charles, or Happy Gilmore 2.0.
Oh, what's up, Angel? How you doing, brother?
Doing quite well. I've been pretty busy. I mean, I tried live streaming earlier today, but my connection with my cell phone was kind of dim. Mean it would buffer a lot, and I had people come, I had people go, and it would buffer in and out. So I had to end it because. But hey, I guess sometimes your cell phone connection isn't the best when you're farther than your home.
I agree with that statement. I totally agree. So
Because it
answer
seems like you get the better connection of cell phone cellular service in your home than you do, like let's say, 2 miles away.
I agree. I agree. Let me read what a Dark West says. Dark Film says, I can't sleep with someone every day. I think there's a reason there's a king and a queen size bed. My queen sleeps in her bed in room, and when it's time to party, come to my king size. I understand that. So, Angel, do you like company more than you like to be alone, or do you like to be alone more than you like company? I mean, it's no.
I say it's about 50-50.
Okay, well, elaborate.
Because like you said, you like having company here on YouTube, but sometimes on YouTube you need to have your own space to give your thoughts on anything of that matter, and just be in a video by yourself without anyone in there. And the same thing in real life. Having company around is a great thing to do so and participate in it, but it all depends on what the kind of company is. Is it your relatives? Is it your brethren? Well, what kind of family is it? Because a lot of people hate relatives a lot. I've noticed over the years because they have so many fights and issues with each other. And if you want to be by yourself, well, it all depends on what it is that you want your time for yourself to be with. Like us men, we love our football time during the football season, and we just want our manly space by ourselves to watch all the NFL games on NFL Sunday.
I understand. I totally agree. Me, hey, Nikki, what's going on? I hope you're doing great. As you know, I'm just talking about how much I love company. However, I really, really, really love being alone. Sometimes I just want to do me. Sometimes I don't want people around me. And I hate that sometimes people enjoy me and I enjoy them, but they don't really understand how much I just like to be alone sometimes. And it may be just for 20 minutes. It may just be for an hour. Maybe like let's say I got off work and I may not want to speak to anyone, and somebody's in my presence. I can get irritated really easy until my brain recalibrates to want to be social if that's what's going on. However, you know, it all depends. Sometimes I'm really happy to be in other people's company. So as I always say, don't say it. No hoodie. Hey, I can put on a hat sometimes. Sometimes I'm bald headed. It depends how I feel. I just wanted to wear my monkish hat right now. That's what I wanted. I wanted to put on a hat, and I wore it just
I'll
for
be right back.
you. That's all good, Angel. I appreciate you joining. I'm going longer than I even thought. I thought I was going to just come on and see a couple of some dialogues, some people speak, and next thing you know, I'm all talking. Yeah, you know. So, Nikki, if you're watching, would you rather be alone or do you enjoy company? What do you love more?
I have my hat on as well now.
Yeah, okay, okay,
It's my Flex Seal hat.
okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, Angel, tell me I'm gonna ask you some questions. Ready for some questions?
Yeah.
When is the time other than football? When do you really like to have people around you? Like, give me examples.
Well, one example of when I like people to be around me is whenever I'm going through a depressing time and need someone around me to comfort me and not make me feel as bad as I did before. And other times would be as if I'm just lonely by myself, need someone to hang out with. But Sometimes when you have things that you want, that a person wants you to be there with them, you're like, oh God, what do I choose? My own time or their time? And it's kind of like, let's say, if I wanted to go to the movies and see the new Incredibles, but someone said, hey, do you think you could skip the movies and come to our family barbecue instead? And it's like, okay, do I choose my movie time or do I choose the family barbecue time?
Mm. Hold on, let me read some of these chats. Hold on. Nikki says, okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, I got it. She said, how long have you been live? I've been going over 25 minutes. She says, I'm a loner and an introvert. I love my solitude. It keeps me sane. Let me share a time when I like to have company. I enjoy dialogue, and you can't, I like to talk to myself, but I need somebody to talk to, and I enjoy drinking beer, hence the monkish hat. So whenever I drink beer, I want company, and sometimes I have some strong beers. They're like 18% or 20%. And then I want to share it with some of my friends that really love beer. So I don't waste it because one big old beer can have me like sloppy. So I want to share with my friends who enjoy beer. And that way we can drink more beers. And yeah, and what is some good food? Like I like people with me to enjoy the food so we can share. We can get more. Several
Like my
restaurants.
pizza.
Oh yeah, like your pizza. I haven't even had a pizza today, and I said I would. Right now, I had what I have a beef brisket at a place at a brewery called Phantom Carriage in Carson. It's a horror theme brewery, and it's fantastic. It is fantastic. And then I came home and I made sirloin steak. But it's still I can still order a pizza. It's not too late. I think I might. I got to think about what I want. And just let it go. If I can do that. I can. Hey, technical channel, the gamer, what's going on? Let me ask you the same question. Technical channel, I know you're listening. As you know, that hangout is about I love company. However, I love my alone time. So, do you love company more than you love to be alone, or do you love to be alone more than you love company? That's what I think about. And I love for anyone who wants to say something. You guys can hop on and talk. I can keep going all day. Angel, you can speak anytime. Anybody who gets on my stream, it's always free. So I love to hear people's thoughts. And as people know, it doesn't have to be just about this, but this is what just sparked my interest. It's like, damn, sometimes I just want to be left alone. And I wonder if other people will think like that sometimes. And it has nothing to do, like a husband and wife can be together and love each other, but sometimes, they look at each other and be like, damn, why don't you go just for a minute, sweetheart? Then when they leave, you're like, why don't you come back? I miss you. I do that all the time. My number one, she could be here, and I'm like, damn, why don't you go? She live like that, why don't you come back? Because I miss you. So we all go through what we go through. I love people, but I love to be alone. My bud can be here, and he be drinking up all my beer, and I'm like, damn, brother. And then he leaves, like, come back, we need some more beer. I'm joking. I'm making jokes, but that's really what it is, So I may want to order a pizza, and I don't want to share none. And then it's too much. I'm like, damn, why don't you come over and eat some pizza with me? So that's what you got to think about. When is it time when you want to be alone, and when is it time when you want company? I love company. However, I love my alone time, and this is what it's about. So I love to hear what other people got to say. So, Angel, let me ask a question. When's another time that you like to be alone? Because you talk about when you like to watch football, and that's pretty much the first one you talked about. So name some more times that you like to be alone, man.
Another time that I like to be alone is if I have people around me over a certain period of time. Like, let's say if I were to have a friend over every single day for like 2 straight weeks, and I don't have very much time to get my stuff done or have my own time by myself to do what I want. And I'd be like, hey, could you please take a few days off and not come to my place? I need some time by myself. So it's kind of like a wife coming to your door every single day and asking, "Hey, can you take the trash out? Hey, can you take this out? Hey, can you come to our family event?" But sometimes you need a break from taking out the trash. You need a break from doing all this stuff to just do what you want and hang by yourself and chill for a bit.
I totally agree. I'm the type of person that I'm not saying I love responsibility. I love to be accountable. However, I don't want to be forced to be accountable for you. And that bothers me. That makes me want to say, damn, why don't you go? Why don't you go let me do me? Why don't you go do you? That's what I think about half the time. So I always wonder if other people think like that. It's cool if I offer, but when you start taking what I'm offering you for granted, like I got to do it, I'm gonna be like, you know what? We need to separate because you keep getting involved in my life. You won't let me do me. I want you to let me do me, and I'm gonna let you do you. And at those times, I love to be alone. I'm like, damn, why don't you vamoose? Why don't you just teleport into a different dimension for some time and come back once I've recalibrated myself to accept you into my reality. Right now, you're interfering with my Schrodinger's cat. I can't tell if it's alive or dead in the box, and you trying to get in. I'm joking. Dark West Film says, I had a friend who would stay in the bathroom for hours to get away from his wife. Man, yeah, people do that a lot. They sit in the car or they don't go home because, like, man, that's a sad thing.
And one story that I will tell here that where I needed my alone time was back in 2015 when I used to live in my old apartment building. I had someone come over one day, because I had him visit me, and then a few weeks or a few months later, I can't remember which time frame it was, but it was one of those two. He came back again, but this time instead of coming with his friend, he came by himself, and he said that he was evicted from his house and had no place to go. And since he knew where I live, he asked if he could stay with me for a few days. But that few days turned into a few weeks. And when the few weeks came about, I asked him, "Do you think you could go back and come again so I could have some time by myself?" Well, he left for just about 6 hours, then came back again that very same night and stood again for another 2 weeks, and I barely had time to be by myself and have my own alone time. And he also ate most of my food without even letting me have most of it. Because I wouldn't mind if he had 20% of it while I had 75, but because I paid for the food myself and he paid nothing. So he was kind of like taking advantage of me, of not letting me have my own alone time and eating all my food and staying over his extended period of stay. But but then after the other 2 weeks, the cops came over and he said, "Does this guy live with you?" And he basically had a warrant out for his arrest, and he has
Wow.
tried escaping from it, and it kind of felt like as if he tried to put it on me.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Um, do you think that sometimes people don't know they're wearing out their welcome, or do some people take your kindness for granted? Do they take your kindness and your resources?
Yeah, I think they take my kindness for granted because I'm a respectful, lovable, and loving kind of person to everyone and all. But sometimes they think I do anything for them and buy anything like give them money, let them stay, offer them some kind of peace or something like that. But there will come a time where you need to take responsibility for yourself and pay for your own stuff, and I won't be there to do so, or I won't be able to do it all the time. Because imagine if you were to come over, brother Rollo, and you were asked to stay like the one person did at my old apartment, and you'd be like, "Hey, are we best friends? Can I stay up for a little bit longer?" And your friendship might be my weakness.
I hear you. I think that a lot of people confuse an offer to let them stay with you or offer us kindness as a sense of entitlement and a sense of obligation to take advantage of you, even though they don't really think in their brain they're taking advantage of you. They're going to be like, well, I can just eat all his food and take all his resources. And since he let me stay here for one day, let me stay here for 2 months. And I don't think a lot of people even realize that they're using. And that's what I believe is the problem. And that's why
Yeah,
I love my alone time. Sometimes more than I love company. Even though I love company, sometimes I'm more than I love alone time. But it all depends. So tell me this, Angel, um, in your mind, because I don't think you ever had a permanent live-in woman with you, correct? You never had that, right?
nope, I've never had a living woman.
Do you think that you would enjoy sleeping in the same bed with somebody every day? That's a question.
Well, there might be sometimes that where I would need to sleep in my own bed. But for the most part, it's great to sleep with your living woman or like your future love life. But sometimes you just need that space to yourself instead of you holding hands over each other like you're the woman covering their arm over you, and you're like, please get your hands off of me. I don't
Yeah.
enjoy that.
Yeah, I understand. I do. I think we all go through it. I bet you husbands and wives, they love each other, but it got to be sometime like, damn, let me get that 5 minutes to be alone, you know? And I think that even though we are herd creatures as humans, we still like that peace of mind to go do what we need to do to um, collect our thoughts, to have like a vacation from who or other people. And that's what I believe. So a lot of stuff is really, really interesting to me about the dynamics between people. How do you tell somebody, I don't want to be around you without offending them? That's a question. How do you let somebody know I like you, but I don't want to be around you at this time without hurting their feelings, Angel? How do you do that?
Well, without hurting their feelings, I basically would try my best to give my sincerest form of I wouldn't say apology, but it's just a way of to you trying to say, okay, I've enjoyed you being here. I've enjoyed your stay. I've enjoyed your time with me. But do you think you can leave now and not be here? You can come again in the near future, but I'm just saying I need my time by myself. But if that's like a little too if that would make them sad, then for me it would be kind of hard to know the exact words to say without hurting their feelings.
Yeah, I find that to be so hard. How do you make somebody that you want, it's not that you don't want them or you don't want them around, but at this moment, at this time, how do you let them know I just want to be alone for a while without crushing them? Because some people, you don't know what other people are going through. So some people can't even take that. They like, you don't want me. And you're like, no, I do want you. I just want to go on the toilet and take a dump just for like 20 minutes. What can I watch? I'm joking, but that's what I'm saying. Some people can't separate that because whatever they're going through, uh, they want you in their life. And sometimes I look at myself and say, "Am I wrong for feeling the way that I feel sometimes? That I just want to take a doo doo by myself? You know, I just I just want to use my own toilet paper for a while, not yours." I'm joking. Anyway, that's a curious, perplexing thing for me. And how does someone who okay, that's another question. If you want to be alone, but I need you as a companion, how do I express to you without infringing on your right that I want to be around you? That's the opposite of what I just said. How somebody yeah, go ahead, Angel. Say what you got to say, brother. Don't
No, I know you were like that's the opposite of what I just said.
Yeah, but it really is. How do you, if somebody wants to be, let's say I want to be by myself, but you want to be around me, how do you let me know that, hey, I really want to be around you right now and I don't want to be by myself without me feeling frustrated that you're around me? Like, you know, some people that are hermits and there's one person hasn't seen another human in like 5 months and they just need some company, but you're a hermit, you like, get away from me. And little do you know, you letting them be around you may save them. So I wonder, how do you let somebody know that you need company. I mean, that's hello, Rose. I hope you're feeling great. And as you come in the room, as you see, I'm just talking about me and Angel and everybody else, Nikki and Dark West Films and Morning Good People and whoever else is still here. I don't know because a lot of people are not typing in the chat, so I don't know who's all here. But I know Life Machine Power was here, Fair Class Love was here, but I'm just speaking about sometimes you love company and sometimes you love to be alone. And are there times when you love to be alone more than you want company? And are there times when you love company more than you want to be alone? I just, it's something pop in my brain. Um, oh, hey, what's up? Sheep stay asleep. I hope you're doing great, brother. Uh, so tell me how, when do you feel anyone? What Dark West Film says, like Martin Lawrence would say, get out. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. I thought it was the hell out of here. I don't know. But I agree with that. Sometimes I don't want you here. I just want you to go. And sometimes I want you to stay. However, I don't want you to be offended when I tell you I want you to go. I don't want you to get mad. And a lot of people tend to get mad when people tell them that, you know. Listen, I like you, but I want you to go. Go, go. Sometimes I want you to stay. Stay, don't leave, you know. So it is what it is. Hey, Fair, I'm glad to see that you're back. I'm just having a blast, just pontificating. That's what I call it whenever I just speak. I'm just telling you my thoughts. So for anybody who joins, all I want to know is when is the right time to tell the company I don't want you to stay. When is the right time for people who don't want the company to say, hey, I need you? And that's something I don't hear people discussing. And I don't think there's nothing wrong wanting to be alone. And I don't think people should get offended when somebody says I want to be alone. However, I do understand people have emotions, and some people need people, so they don't want to hear what you got to say because their pleasure is being around you. I find it to be so perplexing and so difficult and so complicated and complex. Oh, it blows me away trying to understand all this stuff. However, I would love to hear what other people have to say. If somebody wants to hop on, my Hangouts is always open. You know what? I really feel that I wish I could change just a little bit. Not that I don't love Charles and Charles is great, but sometimes I wish that I was just more empathetic of people's desires. Charles, I just want to be around you because you're magnificent. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But sometimes I want to, like Dark West Film says, I love to miss a woman. He said I love to miss a woman, but I know he meant miss a woman. I love to miss you. I want you to make me say, damn, where's this beautiful, beautiful embodiment of a person, or even my friends? Hey, what's up, Zero Kelvin, man? I hope you're feeling great. I'm just having a little quick one that seems to be going on longer and longer because people keep joining. And which is about are there times when you love to be alone more than you love company? And is there times when you love company more than you love to be alone? And I'm just speaking about times when I love to be alone and times when I love company. Sometimes, uh, if I'm doing a video, I don't want nobody to come into my space. I don't want my phone to ring. I just want to zone out and focus on doing what I do. And other times, like when I'm drinking some craft beer, that's 20% for people who drink. I want to share with you, and I want you in my presence. I want you to taste the coffee and the bourbon barrel aged of the stout that was aged for 2 years with vanilla beans added and cocoa nibs, and it tastes so chocolatey, vanilla sweet, and you're getting inebriated at the same time. I want to share that with you. I want you to share an IPA with the with mosaic hops. That's double dry hopped, so, or and it's a double IPA. Yeah, I'm making this stuff up because I'm not a brewer. I'm being stupid, but I want to share those experiences with you. When I've had the best lasagna, I want to share it with you. However, when I am playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, I don't want you in my space. I don't want you in my space when I'm playing Zelda, baby. I'm joking. So Angel, you feel free to talk anytime, brother. Don't let me get to rumbling.
Well, for me, I like to take turns.
No, man, I can talk all day, man. So you can always interject with me, and I'm always going to tell people you're always welcome to come in. This is not my channel. This is our
Yeah,
channel.
no.
Hey, what's up, Kelvin? So it's always a pleasure for you to join, man. And you always feel free to speak. You already know the topic is tell me a time when you really love company, and tell me a time when you really love to be alone. If you want to wait, you can. But if you want to go ahead. I'm gonna give you a chance to speak.
Okay, what's up, brother?
I'll let you go, and then I'll say what I have to say to Brother Charles.
You all right, Kelvin? You got
Okay.
something you want to say?
Yeah, it's an interesting topic you got talk about about like, whether you want company or alone time. I'm kind of person that likes my alone time. Like I mean I spend a lot of time with myself like when I'm not out and about. But I mean doesn't mean I don't wouldn't want to hang out with people too. It's just like certain people I hang out with. So like circle of people that I actually hang with is really small. So like when I'm not hanging around them, I mean I'm hanging by myself.
I understand. So let me ask you some
Yeah.
more questions. Do you
All
ever
right.
feel do you ever feel like people are infringing on your space?
Uh, I mean most of the time no, but it's usually it's rare that somebody would like if it's somebody who's like being really aggressive about having my time, then it's like yeah I want to back away from that person and then and I just want to do me. Yeah.
So how do you let somebody know that they're infringing on your space without them getting offended?
So I don't know. It just, I ain't figured out now. So usually, yeah, when it gets too far, yeah, it's pretty much, yeah. I mean, they may feel some kind of way, and at that point, I don't even really even care at that point, because it's like you didn't think enough about me to like wonder if maybe I didn't want to be around you. I'm not expecting nobody to be a mind reader or anything. So
Oh, okay. Hold on for 1 second. So
uh,
tell me this. Have you ever been in a situation where you were the person that was infringing on somebody else's space and you didn't know it? And then you found out later, like, damn, they didn't want to be bothered.
I'm sure there are probably worse times, because I kind of can feel like someone right. So I mean, I usually try not to. I just try to respect people's space and their time.
So you never experienced that situation where somebody was later said, hey, I just wish you would go.
I probably had friends say it, but they say it like in a joking way. But it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like I get it. It's like, yeah, because one at a time to myself, I get
it. Yeah, I wish some of my friends would tell me, because I think I have some great friends. They probably wanted me to go, but they just didn't tell me. And sometimes I wish people would be more blunt and be like, Charles, you're getting on my nerves. Why don't you go home? Because I would never take offense for that. But I'm kind of I'm insensitive and oblivious, and I never take anything personal. So people can tell me anything, and I wouldn't care. You can just tell me that my breath stink. You can tell me that I'm ugly. I wouldn't care. I don't really get what you call it. I just don't get irritated like that. But I mean, I don't get I shouldn't say irritated. I do get irritated, but I don't get irritated by somebody telling me the truth. I get more disjointed and discombobulated when I got to try to figure out something that you could have told me. So that's what goes on with me. I am a person who really, 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 really loves to be alone. However, I love people to come to my world and share with me. So I'm always feeling blessed that I do have friends and people that do want to be around me. However, there's a lot of times when I'm like, okay, I'm about to go and lay down. So that's just how I feel about things. So you guys, I'm like right now in a hangout with people here. I feel really, really great. However, even if nobody was here and they were just talking to me, I mean, if nobody was here and I was just talking to myself, like if somebody was talking to me, I would still feel great. So this is one thing that I love about YouTube, is that I can get all the company I want, but I'm still alone because I'm still sitting in Charles's little space and ain't nobody here. So you guys can't touch me. Ha ha ha. I would always win and tag because you can't tag me, baby. I'm joking. So anyway, when I got a question for you, Kelvin. Has there ever been a time when you really wanted company, but you couldn't get it and you felt like, damn, I wish somebody was here?
Yeah, but it's rare. Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, like I would have, like, I mean, it's pretty much more experience than when I was like younger. It'd be like some friends I wanted to go and play with, but like
Mhm.
some reason they couldn't. Either weren't there, or they couldn't come out, or they were doing something. So
Yeah.
that would probably be times like that.
Yeah, you just made me reminisce. I remember when I was in first grade, I had a friend, and Kenneth Fiaui, and he moved to Hawaii, and he was like my favorite dude, man. And that was the first time I wanted him to, like, I missed my dude before he left to go live in Hawaii. And when I was young, you just meet somebody you bond with, and it was just so cool. And you just brought back some memories to me when a time when I wanted somebody's company and I didn't want to be alone. So I remember going to school and he wasn't there, and it wasn't the same for me for a while. You know what I mean? Because it was a dude that I was just real cool with, like my buddy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's thank you. You brought back some memories, dude. That's awesome.
I
Yeah, that was
appreciate
great.
it.
You know, and
Yeah.
I wonder. are there times when people are forced to be alone, like in a crowd, but they don't want to be? Like, have you ever had that experience where you with a whole mess of people, but you still felt alone?
Let me see.
I've had that a
If I have, I
few.
can't think about it. I'll go ahead.
I've had that a few times where I basically wanted someone to talk to, and I basically was too scared to like go up to them, thinking that they would come to me and say, "Hey, do you want to dance on the floor? Hey, do you want to get a soda at the counter?" And basically, this was back in school and a few events as well, and I felt like I was alone, and think that someone would come to me to be there with them when they didn't.
There are always going to be situations in life where you think somebody's supposed to be there, but they're not. And I think sometimes those are the hardest things to deal with. And that's when you really needed somebody and they're not there. And that can be the worst. Like, yeah, I need you to pick me up because I need a ride. And then the time comes and your ride doesn't come. And you're like, damn. And this imagine before the time of cell phones. You're like, how am I get home now? Ain't no phone booth, can't call nobody. Guess I better start to walking. So those are the times, man, when you're alone, but you wish you had company, because that long ass 20-mile walk back to where you're going, that's the loneliest. That's just my belief. Can anybody relate to that?
Well, you talking about just like not being accountable about it and you need to walk home.
No, just saying, it just in general, when you need somebody, and like maybe you need validation, maybe you were at a restaurant and you didn't know anybody and you needed $2 and you knew nobody was gonna give it to you, and you're like, damn, I sure wish I had company. You know what I mean? Or maybe you were in a situation or where it seemed like an altercation was gonna go down, and not saying it did, but you were like, damn, I sure wish I had backup. I wish my boys were here. So those type of situations where you were alone, but in an instant, it can be like, damn, I sure do wish company was here, because if company was here, I would be good. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I gotta say, I got people that I met like through the past, like that's through the past few years that like, these like people I talked to, and then like we really connected, and they were like really good people. So it's just like we've been cool ever since. Like, I know if I could call one of them like life help, I know they coming. Like matter of fact, like I think I called one of my friends like a few months ago because I had to move out of the house that I was living in and move to another one. And I think I called like the day before I had to move, and like I was telling him like, yeah, I was telling him like about my situation, what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, all right. He's like, all right, I'm here. Say, I might need you. I said, I don't know what you got going on, but I was wondering if you had time, help me move. He was like, said, no problem. He said, I'll come by tomorrow. He told me what time he was coming, and he came through, gave through the time he said he did. Moved out of there, moved to another place. I mean, and like it was cool, like cause like he was cause like I asked told explained the situation. And he was already. I mean, he was out there. He was like roofing. I'm like, yeah. He said, man, girl, you moving out and all that. He was cheering me on. Like I mean, I think probably like out like a lot of people I do, like I say, so like me and him were like we still like real tight. And I mean, he's probably like one of the smartest dudes I know in like real life. And
Mm-hmm.
he just come out nowhere, just give me advice about stuff.
That's cool. Knowing that
Don't
you
I
can.
don't even ask for it, but he be like, yeah. He said, I know, like brothers like us need advice, and he said out of people I thought about you first. I thought you can benefit from this information, and, and we probably spend hours talking about that and whatever.
That's a beautiful thing when you have friends that are there for you. And I think that's what it is with me. I'm glad I got some real good friends that, even though I can be a loner, they can sense when I need companionship, and they can slide right in and do the same thing that you're give me advice, tell me how to do things, even when I'm stubborn headed and I'm not listening to what they're saying. And that's what I think real good friends are. A friend is somebody that can kind of read you and know when you want to be left alone, and then know when you need some company. And I think that's something that I think it can be organic, but it can also be worked on, because sometimes it takes people to learn who you are and how you are and how you function. Let me say hello to some people in the chat. Lanati's Kitchen, hello to you. I hope you're doing fantastic. Kathy Muir, I hope you're doing great. As you know, this hangout is about, I love company. However, I love my alone time. However, even though you have never been on my hangout, I don't want to be alone. I want your company. So feel free to hop on and we can talk. Oh, and you give me your thoughts on this. And I got my man Angel and my man Kelvin on here, and we just dialoguing. However, it's always great when more people hop on and we talk about more things. But even if it's not, I'm still enjoying my time with my brothers right here. And I'm just dialoguing with them about
I always enjoy my time with you, Happy Gilmore 2.0. I love that smile and that mustache of yours. Keep rocking with it. Keep on rocking on the stash world.
Oh man, life is just great, man. So I'm a person, if people don't know, I enjoy company. I love to hang out with my friends and everything, but there are times when I just want to be alone. So sometimes people can be in your space, but they don't know you want to be alone. Then you don't want to be rude to them, like, yo, I wish you would leave. But sometimes I wonder, can you sense when people want to be alone? That's the question. Can you sense, for both Angel and Kelvin and anybody in the chat, can you sense that sometimes people that you are around don't want to be bothered, or are you oblivious to situations like that? Did anybody hear my question?
Oh, you asking?
I think me and Calvin are kind of confused.
I said, can you sense, like sometimes people, you're around people. Can you sense when somebody wants to be left alone? Do you have a good intuitive sense? Does your intuition kick in?
Well, sometimes it always starts with you asking, how was your day? And if they give like a depressing answer, sometimes it gives you a sign that they need to be alone. Because like, let's say if I were to ask a neighbor and say, how was your day? And they would say stressful. And that might be an indication of them needing their time by themselves because of something bad that happened to them. Because most of the time, whenever something bad happens in your life, like let's say losing a family member or the risk of a person dying, etc., you just need your time for yourself and to pray for that person. And if something really bad has happened, you need more time for yourself to cope with it. Not feel as stressed out, even though you won't be able to get over it. You need time by yourself to try to get things worked out and feel better.
What about you, Kelvin?
Yeah, most part I can pretty much sense like if people don't really want to be around, I can kind of sense like when somebody is not right, and when I'm talking with somebody who's genuinely good.
I understand. I think that me, I'm kind of oblivious. Sometimes people got to tell me, because Charles won't catch on. I won't catch on to a lot. I can't catch on to when women like me and when they hate me. So a lot of stuff I can't catch on to. Hopefully people will be straightforward with me, because my intuitive skills are not the best. But you say, hey, Charles, you need to step off. Like I was driving the other day, right? And I'm talking to my friend, I'm just talking. And then my friend said, chill, man. And right when he said it, I said, okay. So I'm glad you told me. And I wouldn't have got it if you wouldn't have said it, because I don't think I catch on to body signals as good as most people. Even though I think I'm pretty smart, I can miss out because I think I can't tell. Some people have blank faces, or they could be deep in thought, and I don't know that they want to be bothered, or I don't know if they want to be alone. But my friend gave me a compliment. He said, man, he appreciated me for not stressing him. He said, you want to just chill. I just didn't say nothing because I didn't take it personal. I said, yeah, I wish more people would be like that. Tell me to chill. I can chill. unless you messing with me, then I'm no chill at all. I'm joking. But anyway, I always think about situations like that. I think about am I really like I wish I could be more empathetic with people. I wish I could really know when somebody wants to be bothered or not bothered, and I wish I could get better. Hi, Nikki. I'm glad you are
Hey,
here.
Nikki.
And you know,
Sheesh, I made it. That link is so sometime, isn't it?
yes, you're not the only one. It's everybody,
My
So
goodness. Yeah, I definitely can sense when I'm getting on someone's nerves. I'm pretty intuitive though. I'm a Pisces. It's what we do. We're all seeing and all feeling.
Oh, don't
okay.
try to put that on the zodiac.
Huh?
I said, don't try to put that on the zodiac. Like y'all, like y'all the
Oh.
most intuitive. Cause I'm,
Yeah, no.
cause I'm a Libra. I'm pretty intuitive myself.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, I
is
can
on,
definitely tell when I'm getting on somebody's nerves.
it's on you, Nikki. You new here, so I want you to get on,
Oh,
speak on. Go ahead, girl.
okay. Well, well, I'm introverted. I mean, I'm damn near recluse though as well. But I kind of get annoyed when people are constantly around me. I have to retreat, and kind of get by myself after a while. I'll get kind of overwhelmed and anxious. So I kind of have to go on about my business after a while. I remember when I was like 18, I had moved out on my own straight from high school. And my brother, no, I was 19 at this time. My brother and his girlfriend came to live with me. I can't even tell you how many square feet my little apartment was, but it was very, very small. And he said, oh, we're just going to stay till Friday. And I think it was like a Saturday or Sunday. So it was like he had a week and a day. And Friday had come and gone. And, I didn't know how to tell him because he didn't have anywhere to go. And then my mom was kind of mad. She was like, oh, don't let him stay with you. And, yeah. So, but he ended up leaving after a while because my mom was like, she doesn't want you there. She kind of snitched on me and he was mad at me. So.
But do you think your brother knew that you didn't want him there, or
The thing about it is, it didn't matter if he knew whether or not I didn't want him there. He told me he was going to stay till Friday. You overstayed your welcome. You knew that. People know. I think most people know, but maybe not. I mean, you said you're pretty oblivious, and you seem like a pretty intelligent guy. So maybe people just genuinely don't know. Why do you think it is that you're sometimes oblivious, Charles?
because I'm selfish and I want to do what I want to do, so I don't really care what other people got going on. And if I'm having fun, I'm not thinking about you, and that's the most honest I can give you. And I think other people are like that too. I think when other people want something, even if they know it's time to go, if they don't want to go, they're not gonna go. So listen, if I'm staying with you and I ain't got no place to stay, or if I don't want to go home, some people, not me, but some people will really make you push them away because they're like, well, I want to be here anyway. If they ain't gonna tell me to go, I ain't going. And I know a lot of people that are extremely stubborn like that. So, and I don't think they really do it from malicious intent, but they don't really know how much pressure and harm they put on other people, or how much they invade their privacy or their sanctity. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. I don't really ever mean to be oblivious. I just have realized over time that my happiness and how great I feel about everything interferes with other people, because most people don't feel as great as I feel. So they're like, why is he acting like this? And I'm like, woohoo! And they're like, what you partying about? Ain't no party here. Well, I'm like, well, I'm a party baby. And they like, well, this is a funeral. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, no.
I'm joking. But that's what it's like with me sometimes, man. I make everything fun, and it's hard sometimes to understand that people can't have as much fun as I can. And sometimes I forget that maybe this is me being narcissistic again. Maybe I'm so fun that people want to crash my party to join it. And I'm like, damn, this is my party, and I can cry if I want to. You don't need to be here. No, I'm joking. So, So, what about you guys? What do you guys think? Have you ever met a friend that was oblivious like me? Anybody?
I probably have.
Yeah, I'm sure I have. I can't
Yeah,
think
I'm
of
pretty sure I
anyone.
have as well, but I just don't remember because I've had so many friends over the years.
Yo, that's wonderful. Um, have you ever had a friend that or a person you associated with that you never felt was in a way that you always wanted them there? That's something I have never felt. I mean, I always, yeah, I've probably never felt that. Like for a long period of time, maybe short period of time, but I've never. I always wanted somebody to go sooner or later. I wanted you. I wanted them to go. Man, damn it, I want my own self to go. So you know, so
Well, my best friend, um, I mean, maybe I don't think we've ever like been around each other long enough to where it's like, okay, girl, you getting on my nerves. But I know she annoys me a lot less than other people. Because with other people, it's like, okay, either they're too boring or they're too extra for me. But she's
mhm.
one of those rare people who is just perfectly balanced. You know what I mean? And she puts me at ease and I can go anywhere with her as opposed to other people. You know, I can't go out with just anybody. Because if you're too extra, it's like, okay, you're doing too much. You can't. Like, I can't. So she's one of the only people. Now, I don't know about, oh, I want you around all the time. But then again, we haven't been around each other for super, super long periods of time. So, but yeah, she's the only person I can really think of.
I got a question. Okay, Lalani Kitchen said something that I just find very, very interesting, and I'm going to elaborate on that. Uh, and I was talking about somebody that that didn't wear you out. Isn't that what I said? Or somebody that yeah, you could not be didn't mind them being around you. You never thought about them overstaying their welcome. And if I'm saying it correct, she said yes, but they were of the opposite sex. So my question would be for people here: do you get more? You can tolerate the company of the same sex more or the opposite sex more? That's the question. So for the men, can you tolerate being around a man more, or do you wish more women were around you? And for Nikki, is it easier to be around women more than men? That's the question. What sex annoys you more?
That's a tough one. What sex annoys me more? I don't know. I think everybody's annoying
Yeah, it's all
sometimes.
even. It doesn't matter. What about you, Kelvin? Does it make a difference? Women, men, does it no sex?
It's just like if I vibe with you, I vibe with you. But yeah, kind of like Nikki. Most people I find annoying, but like as far as like who I prefer to have around me, I say I like women because like pretty women around me. So
Yeah.
that's
What
Let
about
me say, people. I feel like people are. Everyone is annoying at some point. Like at some point,
oh yeah, yeah.
everybody always ends up getting on my nerves.
hmm
Yeah, like even though I said one people around me, like yeah, you can be annoying. I'll get tired of you. Like yeah, I may actually tell you like yeah, you're annoying me. I'm leaving. And I don't care how they feel about it after that. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
and walk off.
what about you, Angel? Do you have a who can you tolerate better, men or women? Who annoys you more?
I can tolerate men more better because men are easier to get along, and most of my friends are men anyhow. And
hmm
a few old classmates who are grown up that live in the same apartment building as I do, and I have a lot of black men in this area where I live as well that I see on a regular basis on the phone and in person.
Okay. Well, for me, which is kind of funny. I really love the ladies. However, I say that men are usually more easygoing. So for an extended period of time, I think men are easier to hang around. But if I had a choice, do I want to hang around men or women first? I love the ladies. So of course I like to talk to the ladies. But I know that
Mhm.
sooner or later, I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth, or they're gonna say something that's gonna make me put my foot in their mouth. I'm joking. So
Uh-oh.
I got to always think,
Yeah.
I would I think women would get annoying first for me. But I've met a lot of women that are pretty good that don't annoy me. So I can't say all at all. I'm just saying in general. I know And I think, you know what it is? It's because it's easier to get to know a man because men have less of a wall to get through. Women is usually you gotta dig through the wall to get to the real them, and that can become annoying. That just that work to get to know you is hard, and I'm not always one to do that. But that's just me.
Yeah. And I'm sure men are much more direct too.
Yeah, it's not too much reading between the lines with a dude, man. And
Right.
you gotta, with a woman, it's like, what did you mean by that? Why did you say that? What do you mean? So what are you trying to say? And I just said it. I want you. Here it goes. Here it goes. I want you to leave me alone. What does that mean? I want you to leave me alone. What are you trying to say, Charles? I just said, well, I want you to say what you mean, Charles. I want you to say it. I just said it. Leave me alone. Charles, if only you would come on. I wish I knew what you meant. Just tell me, Charles. Do you really mean that? Did I just tell you?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I run into that a lot. Hey, like, you guys, you ain't got to stay on this subject. I've been talking about this, but we can talk about anything you guys want, anything you find interesting.
One way, another way of me, a lay person, to know that I need my time by myself is by doing this, covering myself in my
Oh my
sheet.
goodness.
Really,
Oh my goodness.
I already know what he's doing. He's hilarious.
Whose man?
He is. Hey, Hero, where are you from? Are you from Tennessee or something?
Yeah, I'm from Nashville.
Oh, okay. I hear that southern twang.
Oh, don't be trying to make fun.
Oh, no. No, I'm from the lower Alabama area. I'm from Pensacola. So I'm just saying I love southern accents.
Okay,
I
yeah,
can
usually,
all day.
usually people think like someone has a southern accent, they're like less intelligent. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. People do say that. But it's associated with hillbillies.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm used to it though. So.
Yeah, I've heard more people from Atlanta have like the more of the twang than anything.
Yeah, it's a very unique accent here in Atlanta. But I love it. I love southern accents. I love the Texas ones. I love the Alabama ones. I like them.
Okay.
What's your accent, Nikki? You just sound like extremely proper.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think I have an accent. I've been told I do. I know back home in Pensacola. I mean, Pensacola, I don't know. Pensacola is like this weird combination of beach bum, redneck life to me. But actually back home growing up, people would always ask me, where are you from? Are you from up north? And I'm like, no, I'm from here, born and raised. What are you talking about?
Well, since I know what you like, I'm gonna change my accent for you, girl. Because I want you to like when I speak.
That's not a good one. That wasn't good.
I reckon I'm gonna have to keep on practicing, girl, so I can get you.
That was a little better.
Hey, Charles, Nick is mine.
Yeah. Yeah, Zero has it down pat.
Nikki, I am your father.
Oh my goodness.
I will practice on it. I'll practice, and I think I'll get a little better. You know how we do around these parts.
You really think I sound proper?
No. Oh yes, you do. You speak very well. I can't identify by hearing you. I wouldn't know where you came from. If you said you're from Florida, Pensacola, and I would never know by hearing you talk.
Really?
I'm from Pensacola, and man, you got that Roy Jones talk. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Yeah, I had a guy recently tell me, he was like, so you have to tell me where you're from because I can tell you're not from here.
Oh wow.
And I was like, guess where I'm from? And he was like, I don't know, you're from like someplace with a lot of white people, like Oregon.
Wow.
That was hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I've had people tell me I had an accent back home, but I don't think I do.
Yeah. So what
I am a tough girl.
What influenced you in the way that you speak? Do you think it was school? Do you think it was your mom? What do you think it was?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Do
I
your
mean, my
friends?
mom doesn't really talk. I mean, my mom has a raspy voice, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm from the inner city. You know what I mean? So I went to ghetto ass school. So I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it was just I don't know. I know I read a lot when we were younger, but I didn't read that much. I
Mhm.
don't know. I have no idea.
Do your friends
They
sound
got
like
your
you, or do
hookup.
they sound country?
Do my friends what?
Do your friends that you grew up with, do they talk like you, or do they talk country?
My best friend, you can hear that little southern twang, you know.
Mhm.
She definitely doesn't
Uh,
sound as proper as me, apparently, but
Yeah. There is no way by hearing you speak that I would ever think you were from down south. You sound like
yeah.
a New York or a California type girl, more California like. You know,
and
you
both of
fit
y'all
right in.
boring out.
Yeah, you got that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I used to get up north a lot back home. They'd be like, "Where are you from? You are you from up north or something?" I never got California though, but I always got up north. I'm like, "No. I'm from here, girl."
Yeah, you would fit in with the girls out here. You sound similar. You have uh the non-distinct proper speaking etiquette that people be like, oh, where's she from? You from LA? You know, it's not you don't sound total LA, but you don't sound like you're not from here. So
Hmm. Yeah, I've never met a female that I liked from LA. Now the guys, I like them.
um, wow, okay. There's a lot of good females out here. I can't ever put them down. I've met a lot of great ladies out here. A lot of them are
Yeah,
not.
or not LA, but California. I mean, I met one chick who seemed to be pretty cool, but she was an Uber driver.
Mhm.
She was my Uber driver. She seemed pretty cool, but yeah,
So
yeah, I
let
don't
me
know.
let me forewarn you. This is tomorrow's hangout at 11 a.m. What I'm going to talk about is what do women feel about single fathers, custodial and non-custodial. And the reason I want to talk about that is you always hear what men feel about a single mother. Single mothers, no more single mothers, all these different thoughts. But I never hear from the women speaking about, well, he's a single father. And I would love to know people's thoughts about that. So I'm just going to tell you now, if you want to tune in at 11 and give your thoughts about it, we can. Hopefully, women will talk about it and we can have a good dialogue. But if not, it'd just be me just talking about what I see and what I think and my thoughts on the subject. Just letting you guys
That's
know.
11 Pacific.
Yes,
Pacific. Okay.
11 a.m.
What is it? Pacific Standard Time? Is that what it's called, or
Yes,
just Pacific Time?
Pacific Standard, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll definitely be down. I don't know why girls don't you don't hear girls really complaining that much about single dads.
Yeah,
Maybe it's because a lot of these girls will date anybody, but
yeah.
or take on a guy with any type of baggage, but
We'll talk about it. We'll
yeah,
talk about it tomorrow, Nikki, because you starting to get on
okay.
down. We wear the whole
Oh,
topic.
sorry. I got some questions. I got some questions for him. I got the juices for him.
Yeah, you ready to go? I'm ready, Charles. I'm ready. Give me the boom, boy. No, but I just find it interesting. I think it's gonna be a good dialogue. I told you I got a lot of that. Like, I guess they're not really controversial topics, but they're topics that I never hear people talk about, and I find interesting that I hope other people will talk about. I got a lot of them, and I could just lay them out, but I'm trying to just deal them out slowly, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your questions. And I like your channel. It's never like too many people on at once, and it's kind of quiet over these parts on your channel. So I'm more inclined to get on your channel than anybody else. No offense to anybody.
You're always welcome here. You're always welcome. Your family,
Right,
everybody's
thank
family
you.
here to me. This is
Yeah.
anybody can come, anybody can speak, and I think whenever I would probably change it if people start trying to overtalk people and shut them down when they have something to say. I wouldn't like that because I don't want anybody shutting me down. You can talk over me anytime you want because everybody's equal. But when you go to certain people's channel, they dominate it, and I don't want that. I want you to feel just as special as the biggest YouTuber ever get on here or the smallest. Nobody should feel any bigger than anybody else because we're all people. That's just my belief. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yep,
I
that's
really-
true.
But when it comes down to it, we're all the same people inside of us. It's kind of like the episode of The Fairly Odd Parents back in 2001. where Timmy Turner wished everything and everyone looked exactly the same. And that's kind of like us in real life. If we were to minus the colors, the race, and everything that makes us different, we're all the same people inside of us.
Everyone is special and everyone is unique, and I'm not here to tell anybody how to think or feel. I just believe in showing each other respect, because everybody is worthy of respect until they do something that you feel like you just be oblivious to them. I mean, what I mean by that is I don't ever want to show somebody non-respect or disrespect. I just don't want to associate with you. I just would rather you not be in my circle, because I would hate to have to do something that's not polite and nice to you. That's just my thoughts.
I totally
You hate
understand
that. Whoop some ass.
I hate to have to do something that's wrong. I don't want to. I want to.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
I
nothing
didn't know you
wrong.
had this side to you, Charles. Oh, man. Charles is a savage out here.
Don't tell my secrets.
Oh my goodness. Well, to get back just a little bit back on topic, I do like even though I like my solitude, I do enjoy that I could log on and talk to people, you know, but without actually having my space, you know, invaded.
Yeah, actually, I have a friend who like he lives in Hawaii now, which you know, he's somebody I feel like it's a brother. Like we bond in such short time that like we feel like brothers, like we always knew each other. And he lives in Hawaii, and he doesn't really like big crowds. So
Yeah, I
I
don't like it. I will die of anxiety. Like I could never go to Disney World or something. Oh my God. I'd be like, get me out of here. I don't like it. And that's why I think I'm boring. Sometimes I don't think I'm normal.
I mean, you know, be truthful, there's really no such thing as normal.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do you say that you're boring? Tell me give me an example of what you think is boring.
Just like just the fact that I don't really like to well, like what I just said, I don't like to go to places like you know, Disney World or carnivals or you know, I don't like to get out. I don't get out much. You know, I'm always in the house. That's boring to most people.
But it's not boring to you, correct?
I am thoroughly entertained. Now, sometimes I do feel like I need to get out more because I kind of feel like I wasted all my 20s because I just was not going out like that, even at 21. You know what I mean? So, like my 21st birthday, I was just like, can we just cook something or something? Have some wine.
Yeah. I am so similar to you because I think every day is my birthday, and somebody would say, "Hey, it's your birthday. Let's do something special." And I'm like, "Well, I'm fine, just relaxing and eating pizza, or some lasagna. I really like lasagna, so that's how I feel." But other people will be like, "Well, we got to do something," and I'm like, "Let's just stay home."
I thought you were a party boy. I thought you like to get out and have fun and stuff like that.
But I party every day. Every day is a party. So what do you think? So every day is special. So if every day is a party, one day, every day is my birthday. So you ain't got to treat my birthday as no more special. We can relax because I do a party every day. I want to, you know, that's what I'm saying. Every day is a party to me. But I could party just chilling, eating a pizza at home. You know, partying right now. Woohoo! Party! I'm joking.
Would you say you're an extrovert or an introvert? You seem like an extroverted type.
I think I'm an extroverted introvert. I'm an extroverted introvert, meaning I enjoy people, but I enjoy being alone so much that it will confuse people. Because as much as I like to talk.
I know. I confuse the hell out of people. They're like, "What? Are you okay? Is it me?" Or you know, like I remember my friend and I, we had like a heart-to-heart discussion like a month or two ago. And she was like, you know, I feel like I could be a better friend to you. I could text you or call you a lot more, but sometimes I feel like you don't want to be bothered. And I'm like, no, you're right. I don't. I'm sorry.
Totally agree. I'm kind
of the same way. Like my mom be asking me like, yeah, where you go? So you need to call me more. It's like, I said, I don't really call anybody like that. I say, you should know this. I rarely talk to people. Rarely.
I'm totally with you. I love people, but I would never call you.
Yeah,
I know. I'm the same. And the minute I get a text on my phone, I'm like, oh my God, I'm immediately annoyed. Like, why are you texting me? Leave me alone.
Same with me. Exact same. Like, why? Why are you texting me? Listen, don't text me. don't text me unless your car is stuck on the side of the road or you just saying hello. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Nothing else. No more text. Just say hey.
I'm not quite as annoyed. I mean, it's only when I'm annoyed like when I'm doing something and like and a text comes in and it's really about nothing. And that's when I get annoyed.
I hear you.
Well, you want to know something that's interesting? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but being like in the BGS chat and stuff like that, people talking about their personality. I noticed a lot of us, in these on these forums, describe ourselves as introverts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find that to be a coincidence at all that a bunch of introverts would be online talking to a bunch of strangers. That's just like an introvert.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I think probably why because like introverts really look deeper within ourselves than extroverts will.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Great assessment. I think so too. When you're really introspective, you think about why you do what you do, why you like certain things, why you don't like certain things, and how you can interact with people. And you start to become more cognizant on how people feel about things, unless you're me. But
like, what kind of introvert are you? Oh, you're an extroverted introvert.
Yeah. So like I can be the life of the party, but then you can come up to me and be like, "How you doing, Charles?" And I'll be like, "Who are you?" I'm joking. I try to
I know people. I know like I have friends who are extroverts and like when I don't say anything, I'm just like quiet because I really don't have anything to say, and I don't say no why. It be like it says so why are you quiet? Like it's kind of
they look at you like I've been in situations where they look at me like they're offended. Like, why are you here? Like, what's up with you? What's your problem? And I'm like, oh no, I'm just chilling. No offense. I'm just observing. I like to sit and observe my surroundings. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, so introvert, like an introvert's like at a party and they just chilling, not saying nothing. It's like it don't mean we having a good time. Just mean we really talking to them like that. And people misunderstand it like they're having a bad time. They're not enjoying themselves. They're not interested. It's like we're interested.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
Yeah,
I agree with that statement. But I start dialogues. I'm a person to ask a question and then shut up and listen to what everybody else got to say because it's fun to learn. And that's probably that's what makes me extroverted because I have no problem asking a question to learn from you. And then they're like, "Damn, why are you not saying that?" Well, I'm learning. You guys are talking. How can I not learn by listening?
Exactly. You can't learn nothing if you're too busy running your mouth.
Yeah. And that's one thing I noticed. A lot of people like to just keep on talking, and they're like, that's some people who, like they do this is not to diss anyone, but you got some people that can do extremely long podcasts, and they're just talking, and nobody's interacting, but they got a lot to say. And I'm like, damn, you could have said that in 5 minutes, but you stretched that out to 2 hours. And I wonder how the hell they do that, man. How do you do that?
Yeah, just talking to be talking.
Yeah, it's long. Like, I guess maybe it's something they looking at it different from me. I just want to say that the woman walked across the street. Somebody was like, I was going down 75th Avenue and the weather was hot one day, and a newspaper flew by me, and while I was thinking, this lady, she came up and she had on like, just tell a girl, just say she walked across the street. Damn it, I'm joking. To get to the point. But all that, I guess, I don't know. It's over my head. Oh man, what's up, Angel? Being quiet. What's going on, brother? What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Well, you, of course.
Okay. It's my channel.
Why are you being such an introvert, Angel?
Yes. You being an introvert with introverts. That's not right.
The thing is, you kind of just touched on something. Sometimes interaction all has to do with the person themselves. Maybe they never got the experience or learned how to greet people or make friends, or sometimes a person is too shy to go up to people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, some introverts are indeed shy, although I do think there's a difference between being introverted and shy. So, but no, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, I make a like common misconception of like introverts, like we're antisocial, and a lot of introverts are really sociable.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the internet.
There you go. It's social at a time. It's not all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or they'll think you're shy. Like I'm not shy. I guess sometimes I can be, but I'm not really shy. I'm just most of the time I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling and watching. That's all.
You want to hear the most craziest comments I get from people? Like I've been around them for years, and somebody say, "I thought you were just so quiet," and then one day I just heard you talk, and I'm like, "He talks." It is funny.
Same thing. Yeah, I got the same thing.
You just didn't say nothing. Well, I had nothing to say.
Yeah.
You always talking.
Or do you guys have those friends? Well, I'm sure you have those friends that you get around, and you're just no one would ever guess you're an introvert because this person brings you out of your shell.
Yeah,
you have those friends?
Yeah, I've had it.
That's what my best friend is. Like, no one would ever guess I'm an introvert around her. Well, maybe you would. Because sometimes I do get a little quiet. But, what was I going to say? I was going to say something else. I was going to tell you guys a story. Just a little one. I would always be in my room. I mean, as a kid, I was always in my room. But when I moved back in with my mom, like around 21, I lived in the guest room. And my mom would come home and ask her husband, like, have you seen Nick? Have you seen her? And he'd be like, I ain't seen her. And I'd just be up in my room, not doing anything. And people are just like, we haven't seen her. We don't know where she is. Even though they know I'm in the room. They're like, funny. You don't talk to us.
That's funny. That is funny. Yeah.
Yep, it's funny.
That's when you don't speak a lot. People like, I didn't even know you were here. You didn't say anything. Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to.
And there's been a few times where I got on Google Hangouts and where I speak. I scared the bejeebers out of all the people on the panel. And they were like, Angel, you joined us. Wow, you scared me and everyone on the panel.
Yeah.
Even though the person did say that I can come on, and I joined, and when I spoke, I basically scared them.
That's funny.
That is
funny. Problems of being an introvert, man. Or you'll be, people will call you boring. I just think I'm just hella boring, and I just think I'm so boring. But
this is funny.
I have fun.
Oh. This is I'm gonna read what Lilani Kitchen said. This is hilarious. She said, here's my thing. I told my granny. She raised me telling me not to speak unless spoken to. So I don't. Then when I was an adult, she was like, you need to talk. You need to be nosy and listen. Ooh. She says, nah, granny, too late.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, same here. I was taught the same thing. Don't speak until you're spoken to. Yeah. It's so funny. We would always go out. I have 3 older siblings. I'm the youngest. We would always go out, and people would always end up buying us ice cream or paying for our meal or something. It'll be some stranger, and they'll be like, "Oh, we just never seen such well-behaved kids. They're so quiet." We were always getting something paid for. It was so funny.
That's great.
And what another thing that's interesting is my mom took my niece and nephews out for bowling and ice cream one day, and a guy came up and paid for their ice cream and said they'd never seen such well-behaved and quiet kids. So I think it's my mama. She rules with that iron fist, man.
Oh, that's great. That's so great. I think it's a time to speak and it's a time to be quiet. And I think a lot of people need to learn when to listen, and when to talk. You need to reserve the right to shut the fuck up sometimes. And I think that's a lesson that needs to be taught to a lot of people. And it'll keep you out of a lot of trouble by shutting your mouth.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Sigma Male. So nice of you. But I also think, sometimes we could speak up a little bit. Like I've gone out of my way to try to be a bit more social just by saying hello to people, random people. Or giving them a compliment or something. I'm definitely a lot more social than what I used to be.
There's a time and a place. I can be I'm so inquisitive. I have no problem asking questions, but I try to observe people or know somebody before I dive in. So it may take me a while to see what people are talking about before I start asking questions, because I don't want to be the, why is he asking that stupid question? You know, even though I'm the best at it, I'm
Yeah.
always the best at asking dumbass questions. That's like my middle name. What's your name? Charles Dumbass Question Gilmore. Why did you give me that? Because I ask dumb questions, damn it. I'm the best at that. I came out the womb, and the first thing my mama said is, I said, why was I born? And she said, because I wanted you, baby. I said, oh, that's smart. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I got dumbass questions and answers for you. The best. Oh, man. So hello to everybody. What's up to GK, the Signal Mill? What's up to the underrated Dodgemas? Always a pleasure, JT. Lalani's Kitchen, I'm glad for you to be here. Megan Brown, the sorceress. I feel blessed and honored. My brother, Chemistry Ibmore. I'm glad everybody's here. If anybody didn't know this, you can always hop on my chat. It's always open. And as long as you're not blatantly disrespectful, you can talk about whatever you want to. And I'm not here to argue or tell you that you're wrong, but I will ask you, why do you think like that? And I will let you speak anytime, any place, anywhere. Agree or disagree, matters not. You can speak your mind. So for people who have not been on my Hangouts, it's always open to all. I will never, it's your channel as much as it's my channel. I don't care what you are, who you are, where you're from. You're always free to speak and say what you want to say on my channel. It's all about fun and learning and improving as people. And I'm not here to tell you what's moralistically or ethically right or wrong, but somebody else who comes on can tell you, and I'm not going to stop them as long as they're not yelling at you. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh. Dark West Film says, can you watch female gymnastics or that's creepy. Can you watch female gymnastics or volleyball without thinking about sex? The reason why I said it's creepy is because I immediately thought about, I mean, a lot of those gymnasts are like 16 and underage and shit. But can you guys watch gymnastics or volleyball without thinking about sex?
I mean, it's getting hard too, but you know, I usually watch like the college ones. I mean, because you know, I was like, just look at the gymnasts, like they just be like it's showing shape and they have like those bodies. I'm like, kind of hard not to sometimes.
Honestly, every time I see any type of attractive woman, sex is going to come into my mind somehow, some way. Not like, ooh, I gotta take her right now, but when I think, ooh, damn, she's fine. That's a little bit of sex there. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of sex. So yeah. I may not be like super lusting after her, but her like just not to, you say it's creepy, but if I find a woman beautiful, it's an attraction there, and it may not start my libido instantly, but if you're attractive, you're just attractive. So what will spark me more would be a dialogue. So that's what goes through my mind when I see a woman. I say, damn, I wonder if she's worth my time. Just because you're beautiful, you may not be worth my time. And I'm not opposed to any type of casual interaction. However, I don't know your brain. It may not be a good turnout. So sometimes I want to investigate you so I don't deal with the drama. You might be a creepy chick, you know, you may want to meet to me. So I gotta watch out. I'm trying to survive, you know. You came over to my house, we did it. Next day, he gave me a pill. I'm like, chick, I don't even got no Benadryl in my house. How am I gonna give you a goddamn pill? Well, he did. See, I messed up. I should have had you sign a contract, had a video camera. So even though I may look at anybody's big ass, which I'm an ass looker, but I would never admit to it. They say, you looking at my ass? No, I was looking at the sky, girl. No, I'm joking.
I go admit it because I'm like, yeah, I've had women say that like, oh, I know you looking at my ass. I'm like, yeah, I know too. Yeah.
It's like, flattering to me.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, it's
though.
Yeah, I'm like thinking like you knew guys were gonna be looking at your ass, and if they weren't, you'd be upset if guys weren't really looking at you like that. So you know, yeah, it should be flattering. It's like, yeah, I'm giving you props, like you looking good.
See, I'm gonna say something wrong. You started this, Nikki. You shouldn't have did it, but you did. So let me. See, women are unfair. I'm gonna tell you why. I wish you had more girls on here so they can beat me up, but it's the truth. See, you don't hear us men talk about sexual harassment, and anytime you wear a pair of pants that say juicy on the back and you got big old cleavage and I can see it, you harassing me. Because you're enticing me. I'm seeing it. So I gotta act like I don't look at your booty. It says juicy. And I want to say, damn, juicy booty, how you doing? She'll be like, why you call me juicy? What you got juicy on your booty? What am I
supposed to say? Control yourself. Control yourself.
Oh, come on.
You just made me cry. You just made me cry tears of laughter there, Brother Charles. I have tears coming down my eyes of laughter.
Hey, Lilani, real quick, Lilani's Kitchen. I asked if you were from the South because you said that your granny taught you to not to speak until you're spoken to. That is like a classic Southern parent thing. So that's why I asked. But you guys need to control yourself.
What?
I mean, Dave Chappelle said it best. Hold on, Charles.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna use the analogy like, Dave Chappelle said it best. You say you can't go around here. He said, yeah, guys can't control themselves, but you can't walk around with officer uniform and officer uniform like Dave Chappelle yourself like me, Dave Comedian wearing the officer uniform. You gonna expect people to run up to you, be like, hey, officer, he's getting away, help me. He said, oh, just because I'm wearing this uniform does not make me a police officer.
I knew exactly where you're going from with it. Women, I'm gonna say something wrong, and this is not an attack, but women don't gotta control themselves. You guys can go to a Jodeci concert and show your boobs and Casey and JoJo. Ooh,
that is very true.
Any singer who name a singer that's popular today. So I don't know the guys. Bruno Mars, I want to have your baby. Oh, come take me. He don't say, you don't say Justin Timberlake or what's his name? Was the YouTube guy that all the little girls like. I can't think of his name.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, yeah. You guys can harass him all day long, and nobody say you got to stop. But as soon as a man go around,
you guys like being sexually harassed and molested. Maybe I shouldn't say molested, but you know what I mean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that word. I mean, no, I'm saying when girls go to Chippendale concerts, they're pretty much molesting those guys. But no, you guys don't mind that, right?
You can't compare that to Chippendales. They get paid to do all that. I mean, it depends on the female, but I mean, it'd be like times we really don't want to be touched like that, and especially the female we not really attracted to like that.
Then it's key too.
I mean, because I remember one time at work, like it was like years back. It was like all one girl that was trying to hit on me, and I was like wasn't attracted to. I was like, let her know I'm not interested in you. And I think like even times like she was like making like comments like she was gonna kidnap me and rape me and shit like. And I mean, it sounds funny, but I'm just like thinking, like, what she really trying to do this shit? I'm just like, I'm like telling people, I'm like, they thought I was joking when I said, if I don't show up nowhere, you know what happened.
No, but as much as it pains me to say, I can say, once I started to kind of dress a bit more appropriately, which I think it was around 23, when I was 23, I did notice a difference in treatment. And I mean, I was still getting I was still getting catcalled a little bit, but I noticed the difference in the quality of men that were approaching me. And when they complimented me, it was much more respectful. I can say that. So I realized you guys were telling the truth instead of just, giving us a hard time. As much as it pains me to say, because sometimes it's a struggle. If your body goes in and comes out a certain kind of way, there's only so much you could hide. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's only so loose you could wear your clothes before you look unkept and frumpy. And then the summertime, you got those pretty little high-waisted shorts and the crop top shirt. You know what I mean? You're going to be showing a bit more skin in the summer. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sundress season.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So.
that's the problem. Is because I'm a man and I gotta just close my eyes and walk around like I'm Stevie Wonder's little brother, and that's the only way I can be safe. I'm like, I can't see you, baby. I don't see. I gotta close my eyes. If not, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. You girls are dangerous, and you guys know it. And you like that. You like that you can entice me. She just was enticing me, man. She was enticing me. I'm joking. You know
It is fun. It is fun to entice, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
That is messed up.
See, I knew it.
And that's true. The girls, they want you to look, but don't. It's the attention, and it's messed up. It's messed up because you got a dude running around with a stiffy. He got a stiffy, and he's like, well, what do I say to her? Because I really want to.
But it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It makes you feel powerful.
Yeah, but it sucks for us. Like nobody wants to look. Nobody want to run around dreaming of you and he can't have you. That's why all these dudes going crazy. That's why these dudes going crazy, man.
Yeah.
But we like that we drive you crazy, though. We like that.
She's a hunter, and like and her body is the bait.
Yeah, it's messed up.
She gonna it'd be like, oh yeah, I got me a few. Okay, got me one. Gotta show up a little bit. Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
Reel it in.
It's like
reel in, she got you.
That's messed up.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Sometimes I am.
Simply D said, "Have I ever dealt with a man eater?" Man, I don't even know what that is, man. What is a man eater? What's that?
Charles is like, please eat me, please. I don't know why I'm echoing.
I don't know what a man eater is. I hate women. They don't eat. I'm joking. Oh man, this is great. I'm about to, man. What's on you? I'm gonna have to end this because y'all gonna make me mess up everything I gotta say. I'm trying to save some of this stuff, man.
I know.
I mean, it's fun.
Oh, it's beyond fun. Listen, tomorrow, you already know. I told you what the topic is. At 11 o'clock, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be fun. I really want to know what women think about single fathers. I want to know what you ladies think. I want to hear. Because I think women's thoughts and men's thoughts are different. And I just want to learn and laugh.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Hopefully Ruby gets on.
Hopefully she does.
Well, I mean, but Ruby only comes out at night. I'm surprised she ain't around now.
Yeah, I probably should have hit her up. But anyway, anybody got any closing thoughts before I end this?
Well, I mean,
it was nice talking to you guys again.
No, not really. The only closing thought I would like to give is here's a kiss from an angel to all you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun talking to you guys. Charles, you're a fun and entertaining host and very interesting and very wise. And it's fun talking to the beautiful and funny and intelligent Nikki.
Oh yeah, she has a talent.
Goodness. I am flattered.
Oh, it's the truth, Nikki. I want to give some shout outs.
Hey, Nikki, you do enjoy patting your fluffy hair that you have in your picture, because in your picture you have one of your hands in behind your hair patting it. It looks like a kitty.
Okay. So I want to give some shout outs. My brother GK, the Signal Male. I'm always honored you stopped by. Brother Chemistry Ibmore, I appreciate you. Sheep Slay Sleep, appreciate you. Lilani's Kitchen, I appreciate you. Everybody who came by. Nikki, Farah, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Life Machine Power, everybody. Dark West Films. Listen, anybody, Simply Deep. Of course, you people on the panel, Angel, Kelvin, I really, really appreciate you stopping by. My brother JT, if I didn't say your name. Even people who are not here, people that show me love. View is a View, Face Squad, Frank, everybody who I haven't noticed yet. Oh yes, and I'm gonna keep going, girl. This
I
is roll call.
love
This is
Ruby.
the
Oh my goodness, I love Ruby so much.
I want to say thank you to all my adoring fans. I put my next album is gonna be called "I Slap Her on the Butt Fastly." Yes, it's gonna be debuting next Friday. Come buy it at your local record store. I'm gonna smack 5 times. I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you for my Grammy, my Oscar. Yeah, I'm a multi-artist doing so many different things. Look for my next book. Say I slipped down the street fastly. I'm joking. I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you for stopping by. Megan Brown, the sorceress. I do not want to forget you, brother JT. You can always hop on. Anybody can hop on. This is not my channel; it's our channel. I just want to have a fun, open dialogue where people feel good coming here and knowing that they can always speak. And tomorrow at 11 a.m., I'm going to do What Do Women Think About Single Fathers, Custodial and Non-Custodial. Feel free, ladies, pass it to your lady friends, hop on. Dudes can hop on and say what you think. Hopefully we have a good time. And I'll talk to you all later. Appreciate it.
Peace out. Until
All right, good
next
night,
time.
guys.
All right. Good night. Good night, everybody.